time at the Apollo.
Check, check. You know I want you. It's not a secret I try to hide. I know you want me, so don't keep saying our hands are tied. You claim it's not in the cards, well fate is pulling you miles away and out of reach from me. But you're here in my heart, so who can stop me if I decide that you're my destiny? What if we rewrite the stars? Say you were made to be mine. Nothing can keep us apart, 'cause you are the one I was meant to find. It's up to you and it's up to me. No one can say what we get to be. Why don't we rewrite the stars? Maybe the world can be ours tonight. You think it's easy? You think I don't want to run to you, but there are mountains and there are doors that we can't walk through. I know you're wondering why, because we're able to be just you and me within these walls. But when we go outside, you're gonna wake up and see that it was hopeless after all. No one can rewrite the stars. How can you say you'll be mine? Everything keeps us apart, and I'm not the one you were meant to find. It's not up to you, it's not up to me, when everyone tells us what we can be. So how can we rewrite the stars? Say that the world can be ours tonight. All I want is to fly with you. All I want is to fall with you. So just give me all of you. It feels impossible. It's not impossible. Is it impossible? Say that it's possible. How do we rewrite the stars? Say you were made to be mine. Nothing can keep us apart, 'cause you are the one I was meant to find. It's up to you and it's up to me. No one can say what we get to be. So why don't we rewrite the stars, changing the world to be ours? You know I want you. It's not a secret I try to hide, but I can't have you. We're bound to break and my hands are tied. Ow! Thank you. This is a man's world. This is a man's world. But it will be nothing, nothing without a woman or a girl, yeah. You see, man made the cars to take us over the world, yeah. And man made the train, oh, to carry the heavy, heavy load. Man made electrolyte to keep us over the dark. Man made a boat for the water, and now made the ark. 'Cause this is a man's world. But it will be nothing without a woman or a girl. Hey, yeah, hey, it's a last in a wilderness. It'll last in a wilderness. It'll last. Whoa, 'cause this is a man's world. But it will be nothing. Woo, without a woman or a girl. Thank you. It's the girl and she's on fire. Harder than a fantasy, lonely like a highway. She's living in a world and it's on fire. Feeling the catastrophe, but she knows she can fly away. Oh, she's got her feet on the ground and she's burning it down. Oh, got her head in the clouds and she's not backing down. This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire. She's walking on fire. This girl is on fire. Looks like a girl, but she's a flame. So bright she can burn your eyes. Better look the other way. You can try, but you never forget her name. Oh, she's on top of the world. Hottest of the hottest girls, say oh. Got both feet on the ground and we're burning it down. Oh, got our head in the clouds and we're not backing down. This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire. Oh, she's walking on fire. This girl is on fire. Everybody stands as she goes by. They can see the flame that's in her eyes. Watch out 'cause she's lighting up the night. Nobody knows that she's a lonely girl, and it's a lonely world. But she won't let it burn, baby, burn, baby. This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire. She's walking on fire. This girl is on fire. Oh, 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 oh.
She's just a girl and she's on fire. Thank you.
Something has changed within me. Something is not the same. I'm through with playing by the rules of someone else's game. Too late for second guessing. Too late to go back to sleep. It's time to trust my instincts. Close my eyes and leap. It's time to try defying gravity. I think I'll try defying gravity, and you can't pull me down. I'm through accepting limits, 'cause someone says they're so. Some things I cannot change, but till I try I'll never know. Too long I've been afraid of losing love. I guess I've lost. Well, if that's love, it comes at much too high a cost. I'd sooner buy defying gravity. Kiss me goodbye, I'm defying gravity, and you can't pull me down. It's me. So if you can't find me, look to the western sky. As someone told me lately, everyone deserves a chance to fly. And if I'm flying so low, at least I'm flying free. To those who'd ground me, take a message back from me. Tell them how I am defying gravity. I'm flying high, defying gravity, and soon I'll match them in renown. And nobody in all of us, no wizard that there is or was, is ever gonna bring me down. Bring me down. Thank you.
Lights, camera, action.
The Middlesex Icon Show, a show very different from any other fashion show. It is laden with glamour, but beyond that, it has two sections to it, the live ramp walk and the journey behind the scenes that every designer goes through in terms of getting to this final outcome.
It's been all nerves, all stress, last-minute deadlines, stitching.
Finally, all the sleepless nights and the hard work is going to be shown.
It's been chaos in the Icon Studio, and we're so excited to bring this show forward to you.
There is nothing more exciting to seeing our designers to grow with all of those challenges and efforts to show their visual, unique voice.
I really will be so happy to see them at the fashion show, because they have lots of things to show and say in their fashion approach.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome, fashion lovers. How y'all doing tonight? All right, I'm gonna stick to the script because they said make this fast, so don't worry. No evening at the Improv here, but I am so excited to welcome you to Middlesex University Dubai's Icon Show 2025. My name is Dr. David Tully. I am head of media here at Middlesex University Dubai, a noted fashion icon myself, so it's a no-brainer that I would do this, but I'm also so proud and thrilled to be the MC for the show this evening. But before we get too excited, I just need to get your attention for some moments of housekeeping. It's as boring as it sounds, but it has to be done. I'll keep it short, because I know you're all as excited to see the future of fashion right here tonight as I am. So a few things to remember. Once the show begins, no matter how excited you get, please remain seated. Our models will be busy working the catwalk. We don't want anyone to get disrupted on their way around. No traffic jams. We got enough of those in this town. We don't need to add to it right now. If you do need to leave, however, sometimes these things happen, please wait until in between the designer collections. And please signal a member of our team who can help you exit safely. If you're not sure who the members of your team are, just yell to me. I'll come over and get you. So please feel free to take pictures. We will have a camera crew and photographers going around, but you're free to get your own shots, just if you could try to refrain from flashes. A lot of flashing lights get me very nervous. So if you could, here's the main thing I wanted to get, a new addition to our script. There is no fire drill schedule for today. Therefore, if the fire alarm bell sounds, it's because things are getting hot. And you should vacate immediately using the nearest fire exit. Just follow me again, if that happens. Okay, we have a crowd situated all around the ground floor. So those of you in Barnet and Hendon, we have not forgotten you. I'm gonna come visit you very soon to reassure you of that. If you're feeling neglected, I wanna hear you cheering and supporting our designers throughout the show as they walk the catwalk. We want to feel your energy in here. And just for that reason, I'm going to come in right now. So be on your best behavior. Thanks again, everyone. Please get comfortable, kick off your shoes. I'll be back in just a moment. The show is about to begin. Miss me? Here I am. Don't worry. No need to get too upset. I'm back. Okay, and now we're going to finally start this incredible show. A warm welcome to everyone. Thanks for coming to support our students today. We have a lot of impressive work that's going to be on show. As we move through the evening, you are in for a treat. Now, as some of you will be aware, some of you won't, but now you'll know, this wasn't all put together in a day. This show is a culmination of years of hard work from our BA Honors Fashion Design students who are about to graduate and go to make their mark on the fashion scene here in the UAE and beyond. None of this, from the event tonight to the very program it stemmed from, would have been possible without the talented faculty here. Vaishali Raj, head of the MDX Dubai Fashion Department, and her team, who you will meet later tonight, so stick around. And our Pro Vice Chancellor and Director, Professor Sedwin Fernandez. I would now like to invite Professor Sedwin up to the stage to say a few words before we begin. Here you go, sir.
Thank you, David. Welcome everyone to Middlesex University, Dubai. and the iconic Icon Show 2025. It is my pleasure to be here with you all and to witness the work of our talented design students as they prepare to graduate. At Middlesex University, our #1 goal is employability of our students. Therefore, it is very important that our students get up close and personal with the industry they hope to break into. In the world of fashion, it is particularly important to be well connected and have your work seen by the fashion industry gurus. And therefore, I'm so happy to welcome today our jury, a panel of powerhouses in the fashion world. Mr. Mohammed Abdullah, President of the Dubai Institute of Design and Innovation, DIDI. Middlesex has a personal connection with Mr. Abdullah. This very building we are in is with the blessings of Mr. Abdullah, who signed the agreement with MDX when he was with TCOM in 2009. And little did he or I imagine then that this building would be such an exciting fashion ramp walk. So thank you for that. I would also like to welcome Dina Melwani, founder of Dina Melwani Couture. Middlesex University, Dubai is proud to also have Dina as one of our top alumni. But at that time, we didn't have a fashion program. Dina was a first-class business management student and was in my international management strategy class almost a decade ago. And even though she was a mother of two young girls, she used to make it a point to attend every class and was always full of questions about business strategy when I asked her what she planned to do after she graduated, because I found her very, very interested in knowing finer details of business. I never knew she was a designer or had any inkling to become one. And what she said was that when she graduates, she wants to set up her own business. Not only Dina is a top designer herself, but also runs a very successful international fashion house. So welcome, Dina. Our third judge today is Joy Ejaria, editor of Alan magazine, which is the iconic platform in the region where if you made it on Alan, you made it. So we welcome Joy to the fashion show. Sophie Claudel, director of École School of Jewelry Arts, Van Cleef and Apparels. Her work is renowned in developing access to the jewelry culture for a large audience in the Middle East. So welcome, Sophie, too. Please join me in giving a hand to all our judges. At the end of today's evening, one student will be awarded the Icon Trophy, which our jury will decide based on leadership, innovation, and I think creative courage. To the families and friends and supporters and fans of our 12 talented students who are about to bare their souls on the runway, a very, very special welcome. You deserve a huge thanks for your dedication in supporting your children or the ones you are responsible for and going through their sleepless nights, creative blocks, and self-doubt. The road hasn't been easy, but they have finished their degree with an impressive collection of work which they can forever be proud of. One thing I love about the Icon Show is that it is never the same. Every artist is different, and everyone has a unique story to tell. And that, to me, is amazing. It actually mirrors every Middlesex University Dubai student's journey. We have, at present, over 6,300 students, being one of the largest international universities, and students coming from 127 different countries in the world. But each student is a different individual, but all heading towards the same place, which is a successful and thriving future. Thank you all for being here and supporting our students. Let's see what we have in store for us this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, I present the icons of 2025.
At first, I followed the rules. I kept myself contained. I molded myself into what they expected.
There is a term in Egyptian dialect, Muristan, a madhouse. This collection is about letting go of all the things I suppressed, every part that didn't fit.
I told myself this is normal, but something was stirring beneath the surface. It's unfamiliar, it's unsettling, yet it calls to me. The weight of expectation is heavy. Family, friends, society. Letting go feels impossible. But then I decided, the absurdity I once feared is no longer terrifying. Well, it is, but it's also exciting. To laugh too loud, to wear what makes no sense, to dance without rhythm or reason. It's not easy, but it's real. It's mine, and in the mess, there's clarity.
weight of expectations, masked as ground rules of polite behavior. Confined in a cage built to restrain her, time and time again she held back the fire, tried to fit the mold, meet the gaze, silence her voice. But that fire within her refuses to be extinguished. It grows, waiting for the moment to let it burn brightly. Pressure builds, her true self trapped beneath the surface, like magma waiting to erupt. And then she breaks free. This woman will not be held back anymore.
The more of the things you have that money won't buy, those are the things that will enable you to get more of the things that money will buy.
This is not just a fabric, it is history. It is poetry woven into every thread. It is love unspoken but deeply felt. Hudan, a name whispered in poetry, a symbol of love, desire, and quiet defiance. But Hudan is more than a muse. She is a representation of all Somali women, the women who continue to inspire. I see them, I honor them, and I express my love not through words but through fabric, through texture, through form. Hodan Wayan. This is Hodan.
When you break it down, what actually happens in the prenatal stage, it's genius. The body builds an entire fortress. The womb, the placenta, the fluid, all the layers designed to protect, nourish, and prepare. No one tells the body to do it, it just does. And that's not weakness, that's instinctive intelligence. Carrying a child while handling a career, relationships, identity, that's not easy, that's elite. That's strength redefined. I didn't want my concept to romanticize motherhood. I wanted to own it. I wanted to show the structure, the armor, and the system of protection. Power, poise, pressure, and still she rises. This collection is about the miracle of motherhood.
I struggle with perfectionism. I plan everything, obsess over the smallest details, repeat the same things again and again until they feel right. The perfectionism takes over, and the peace, it just disappears. But while creating my collection, something changed. Whenever things went off track uncontrollably, instead of shutting it down, I let it stay and started to let imperfection in. The silhouettes in my collection reflect this tension. While some are structured, others are unbalanced. I brought graffiti into my collection to reflect the conflicting thoughts and doubts in my mind that are all fighting to be heard. Still, the fight doesn't stop. Perfectionism exhausts me, whereas imperfection scares me. And maybe that's what makes this collection so personal. Born from the pressure to be perfect, urge to break the rules, it's a paradox I live in. A perfect paradox.
Okay, so here's the thing. I've never been the loudest person in the room. And for a long time, I thought that meant I wasn't strong enough. But then I found inspiration somewhere unexpected in the deep, deep sea. These creatures, they don't care about being seen. They're out here thriving in the dark, glowing in their own terms. And I realized, same. That's what this collection is all about. Strength that isn't loud, beauty that isn't obvious, power that doesn't need to perform. This is for everyone who's ever been underestimated, for those who shine in their own space, because real power, it's not about being the loudest.
Welcome to the introvert's world. Here, the quiet ones shine.
This collection was born out of heartbreak, but not just mine. It's a homage to every woman who has worn the crown of love only to be betrayed by it. I've always been drawn to the Victorian era, but underneath those corsets and crowns were women suffocating in silence, decorated, admired, but not heard. And I kept thinking, what if we let them speak now? What if we told their side of the story? The betrayed bride, the silenced empress, the deceived lover. Not the queen on the pedestal, but the woman behind the throne. Each piece in this collection is a chapter. You'll see delicate embroidery, the whispers of broken promises and the weight of betrayal. Corsetry that constricts, then releases. Train that drag behind like ghosts of past loves. Revenge. The Red Blood Queen is not just a collection, it's reckoning. Because this isn't about pain, it's about power reclaimed. It's about saying you can take my love, but you will never take my fire.
your identity is based on the roles you played.
Right.
And if you can no longer play that role,
Who am I?
then what is your identity?
Right.
Your values is the best place to start, because your values is something you can control. If you only value yourself for a role you play for other people, which you don't control, now that's not your value.
They told me to grow up. As a kid, the world felt big, colorful, and full of possibilities. Growing up seemed cool. Until I realized it mostly involves emails, bills, and waiting for the weekend. So I started asking myself, when did life become so gray? But what if growing up didn't mean letting go of wonder? Because getting older is mandatory, but growing up is optional. They told me to grow up. They told me to grow up, and I did, but I never let go of the child inside me.
My inspiration for this collection is that journey from fragility to strength. Asking myself, is this the end of who I am? Or could there be a chance for my fractured personality to be mended? There is something about blue and white porcelain that intrigues me. Its calm and delicate patterns, but strong functional structure. When I started designing this print, I wanted it to look beautiful, like it had been hand painted with intention, rendering quiet stories just like the ones we hold within ourselves. This whole collection is about healing, embracing the cracks, and finding strength in fluidity. And this print represents that. I worked on a look that blends the silhouette with the porcelain pottery. I now feel pride and joy in my authenticity, like these fluid pots.
should I let them go a little bit more? Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, holy cow, how about that? Can we, yes, thank you very much. Thank you. Oh my God, that was amazing. You know, when I offered to MC this, I also offered to model all the designs, and strangely that idea was met with a more muted response. But anyway, these designers and these models did a fantastic job. So please, again, one more round of applause. Now, it's hard to believe that everything we've just witnessed, from the concepts to the garments, the videos, even the collection titles, was imagined and brought to life by students, many of them just 20 or 21 years old, all here on this campus. Their creativity, skill, and ambition are undeniable, and every one of them has a bright future in the fashion world. So, you know what? Why not? Let's give another big round of applause to the student designers. They do deserve it. Okay, now, as the judges make their decision about who will take home the Icon Trophy, we want to hear from the person who makes all of this happen year after year. Vaishali Raj has been head of the Icon Studio for 6 years and has poured her heart and soul into teaching young, curious, and creative minds everything they need to know about the world of design. It is my honor to invite her up on stage to say a few words about this amazing show and the wonderful students who showcase their work tonight. Vaishali!
Thank you, David. Thank you. Good evening. What a joy. It's a bit of a surreal moment for me to be standing here in front of you tonight at this incredible celebration of talent, a celebration of imagination, and a whole lot of fashionably late nights come to fruition. Welcome to the Icon Show. Yes, it is glamorous, and yes, it is a visual treat, but at the core of it is creativity, the real kind, the raw kind, the kind that doesn't take what the algorithm thinks seriously at all, the kind that dares to be different, even if it means using bubble wrap as a design feature, which, to be honest, some of them have tried that. So, creativity isn't just a talent, it's a perspective. It's a way of seeing the world not just as it is, but as it could be, sometimes with a little bit of magic dust in Neverland. Looking through these vibrant group of graduates today, I am reminded of the roller coaster ride that is fashion education, dare I say. Not a smooth Disneyland one at all. I'm talking about one with the big loop-de-loops. Screams of, what was my concept again? And those moments, why is my mannequin on fire? But they held on. They pushed through. They emerged not just as designers, but as confident, resilient, fearless creatives who know who they are and what they stand for. Over the last 3 years, they've not only been elbow deep in everything from couture stitching to textile experiments, but with digital design and fashion illustrations all experiment to the hilt. Some of them have become best friends with the industrial machines, the sewing machines. Others are still in therapy because of it. So what do we really do at the Icon Studio? We create a space where ideas are born. They are debated, deconstructed, sometimes even set on fire, creatively a bit, then rebuilt into something meaningful. At the MDX Icon Studio, we've built an ecosystem that champions exploration and values discipline. It celebrates the wildly unique voice of each student, as you just saw. The BA Honors Fashion program isn't a curriculum. Then what is it? It is a boot camp, very much one with a side of soul searching, where research meets rebellion, vigor meets vision, Mood boards often meet mood swings. This group has tackled every challenge like pros, as you can see. I don't have to convince you on that one. As they entered the final year, the Icon Studio transformed into more than just a workspace. It was a creative second home, a place for shared laughter, heated debates about fabrics, and sometimes who their favorite celebrities were, last-minute stitch fixes, and lots of mutual emotional support over pins and pressure. Their achievements, impressive doesn't even begin to cover it. From winning championships at sustainability competitions to showcasing upcycled streetwear that had people taking photos on double take. I'm not joking, it really was at one of the events where we really wowed the crowds. Anyway, from winning these championships, they've also proven that fashion can have a heart and a voice loud enough to make a change. So watch them as they enter the industry. Behind every collection, every stitched hem, and every stretched croquet, there's been an insane amount of hustle. Sweat, blood, probably some glitter. In the famous words of Julia Cameron, the best thing about the creative process is a deadline. And oh boy, have these students delivered on that one. So now for some well-deserved thank yous. To our powerhouse of jury panel, your presence here tonight is not just a validation. Thank you. It really is the wind beneath these designers' sleeves. Thank you for taking the time to be here, to listen, to guide, and to inspire. Mr. Mohammed Abdullah, thank you. The president of DIDI, no stranger to the blossoming academic landscape in the UAE. Dina Melvani, our very own alumna and the founder of her namesake couture house. We are incredibly proud, Dina, of the heights that you have achieved, and we are welcome to have you back at your alma mater. Also, thank you for the fantastic opportunity of the 2 internships that you have offered our winning students. Thank you again. My next member of jury gets well introduced through the statement, "No ensemble is ever complete without an accessory." Sophie Claudel, the managing director of L'École Middle School of Jewelry Arts, supported by Van Cleef Apparels, is someone who champions several forms of creative art, including visual art, architecture, theater, music and dance, partnered with her forte in strategic management and development. Thank you, too, for your generous contribution of vouchers for workshops and courses at your school in D3. Thank you, ma'am. I also have to tell you that Sophie has very generously donated a fabulous coffee table book that is captioned "Designing Jewels," a pride that the winner will have with them. Joy, last but not least, I'd love to introduce her. She is the editor of Ahlan at ITV Media Group. Joy has a wealth of knowledge about fashion from many angles and across many regions of the globe. And now she is in a position that has the power to put some people into spotlight and transform trends and careers. Our jury represents the multifaceted world of fashion, and this is no accident. They complete the spectrum that the fashion ecosystem is. Our goal is to raise graduates who thrive not just as designers, but as dynamic professionals in the ever-changing creative ecosystem. Right, now, I know you are waiting to hear who the winners are, but just a few more minutes, because I cannot leave this stage without giving a huge shout out to some of our collaborators who have put together this fabulous evening. In 5, for always championing young talent and offering both our winners 2 vouchers of 10 hours each to use the state-of-the-art prototyping lab in D3. Sorry. Inglot, our amazing makeup partners, L'Amour, the beauty magicians that have done the hair, Ethical Elements for the sustainable backstage tees that all our volunteers are wearing today, because yes, style and substance can coexist. World Arabia, our media partners, making sure that the world sees what our students have done. All right, now let's take a quick moment, and I promise it will be quick. Why is this show like no other? You've often heard me say that. I just want to explain why I say it so often. The models, scouted from very much our own students. How impressed are you with that? The venue, one of the most creatively styled ramps this side of the Gulf. Look around. And are you impressed or what? The performers, very much one amongst us. The photographers, MDX trained eyes behind every frame. And this one is a special shout out to our 2 film alumni, Jatin Kalwani and Sahil Shettigar, mentored by Afroz Nawaz, head of the MDX Film Studios. Boys, I have to say, your visuals have elevated the entire experience. And our very own book. Did you know we've published a book for this show? Some of you have it on your seats, others who don't. Not to worry, there are some in block 17 for you to grab. You've also seen some of the pages of the book on this as the relay fillers as the show went on. And of course, our MC, how can I forget? He is one of our own. And the eternal crowd puller, Dr. David Tully, our MDX Media Department head. Thank you for bringing wit and wisdom to this ramp. Thank you, David. To the parents, families, and friends, thank you. You've seen fabric-covered floors, wide-eyed looks that tell you I have a deadline, don't talk to me. The ruined bed sheets that have turned into samples. Your belief and support has meant the world. Tonight is your success too. To my faculty, you are the guiding light, the sounding boards, the reality checks, with a dash of pep talk sometimes. Thank you for shaping not just skills, but futures here. And finally, I'm sorry I can't but get emotional. And finally, to the icons of 2025. You're not just graduates, you are thinkers, makers, and movers of tomorrow. You've shown courage, brilliance, and most importantly, authenticity. The world better be ready, because you're bringing not just fashion, but purpose to every design the world is waiting to see. So to all of you, thank you for being here, thank you for being patient, and thank you for supporting and celebrating and believing in these incredible designers. I'm delighted to call back Professor Sedwin, Pro-Vice Chancellor and Director of Middlesex Dubai, back to stage to please accompany me.
Thank you, Vaishali. So I think this is the right moment to talk about, Vaishali. And somewhere in 2018 summer, we just got bored of running business and IT and law and psychology programs. And, our Felicity Preston, who's all thing design at Middlesex, so we were just walking down the corridor there, and it was one classroom where the fashion studio is. And, we said, why don't we start a fashion program? We had absolutely no idea. And we said, let's start the fashion program because, our heritage in London has an excellent fashion program. And then Felicity did up the complete fashion studio. And what you see today is her work. And then we had nobody to know what to do next, you know. So, I mean, and I could not say that I'm the fashion lead at the university. And so, of course, we were busy hiring everyone. We saw a lot of people. And then, you know, Vaishali's interview came up. And to quote the famous saying from Jerry Maguire, she had us at hello. You know, she came into the room and she said hello. And just her aura and her personality, you just knew that this person could just deliver on everything to do with fashion. And since then, she's just taken over the entire program and managed it brilliantly. So thank you, Vaishali. Thank you to our judges, and we would like to present you with a small token of our appreciation here. Mr. Abdullah, please come up on this stage. Dina Melvani. Thank you very much. Sophie. Thank you very much. And Joy. Thank you. And if we can get everybody together. Yeah, do photograph, please. Vaishali, please on this side.
I just have to show off. I just wanted to add that these are handmade by our group of designers, and these are from little bits of fabric from each of their collections. So that, and they are obviously, as you know, got your initials on it. So I hope you will remember this evening for a long time to come. Thank you.
And before we declare the winners, it's time to applaud and honor our faculty in fashion, of course, starting with Vaishali. Andrea. Ollie. Mohammed Jaber. Abdul Rahman. And Diana. Ladies and gentlemen, the creators of fashion and the creators of the designers are in front of you.
Right, it's time.
And as you can see, because this is not a regular fashion venue, which I hope it can be, but you know, I just want to thank the one person who is really responsible for really holding all the logistics and all the coordination of this show, and that is Sai from our marketing department. Sai. Sai doesn't do this as a job. She just loves fashion, and she puts all her effort and, you know, does it from the bottom of her heart. Thank you very much, Sai. Thank you.
No, I haven't forgotten. I'm just buying some time. We're making sure that my back-end team has time to add up those scores. I know the jury have had a tough time, but this is what the totaling is happening for. I want to just bring your attention to this beautiful piece that has, again, been created specially for the Icon Studio, for the winner. Are you all ready? So, let's talk a little bit about this Icon trophy. This is actually got nothing to do with how good they are with their academics. This is very much about the show. It is very much about the presence on stage. It is very much about what our esteemed jury, who are seasoned and experienced eyes, see on the ramp. This trophy has been intentionally designed to be very minimalistic, very simple, and it really honors what Vincent van Gogh had said. Great things come together with a series of small things. How carefully balanced are those cubes? That really is what the success to a creative process is. Keeping it all together, allowing it to stand tall. So I'm just going to go backstage and come back with the information ready and totaled. All right. I know you're very impatient. Hold it. Are we good? A few more minutes. Do you want me to continue talking? I know you're fond of my voice. I speak well, right, Afros? No. That's what editing is. Huh? We'll just cut it together. I can sing. Like 2 seconds. David, I need your help. SOS call, come.
Evening at the Improv, then. Okay. Vaishali, when did you first get interested in fashion?
Well, I'm not going to lie and say I was 4 years old. I used to model in front of the mirror. Honestly, not. My parents wanted me to be a doctor. Can you imagine when they realized I didn't turn out anywhere close to a doctor? But I think they're very proud. I'm cutting.
Any predictions for Icon 2026?
Predictions? Gosh, no, I'm not going to walk the ramp for sure, if that's what you're thinking. Maybe.
My moment is coming.
All right.
Apparently they've never heard of AI or computers. They're meticulously counting the ballots by hand. Old-fashioned, honest, and well, now I'm going to pass the mic around and everybody's going to talk about their favorite moment of the show. No. Music? We could at least dance for everyone. Here we go. No, turn them up, turn them up. Oh, saved by Rachel. All right. Just as everyone's eyes were getting wide with fear, here it comes. You know what? Can I ask you to hold that one for 1 second? Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, the moment you've been waiting for after my dance. That is, we will now announce the winner of the Icon Trophy to the student who has impressed our judges the most this evening. However, students, please remember, everyone here tonight did such an amazing job. You are all winners in our eyes, and you should be so proud of yourself. Now, before we announce the winner, we have our runner-up. And I can announce that the runner-up prize goes to Vaishali. Dun, 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 dun.
Tulin Edron.
Tulin, come on down. I'm going to stand over here. And now, for the winner of the Icon Trophy. The prize goes to... Yes...
Ishika Nandi.
Ishika Nandi, come on down. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to steal a moment. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the Icon Show 2025. We hope you've all had an amazing time and seen some collections that have sparked some inspiration in you. They've joined us 3 years ago with a vision, and tonight we watched it become a reality. We welcome you to join us in Block 17 over yonder for a showcase and to meet the designers. And, as if that isn't enough incentive, there's food. For now, can I please invite Vaishali, the jury, and our Icon Trophy winner to head to the Icon Studio 1 for some media and photos. Everyone else, refreshments will be served. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening. Good night.
Good job. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We can get him for the finance program.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Even the housekeeping When he called 8:30 in the morning, I was like, am I in trouble in Australia? What is going on?
That walkabout that went bad. That's because nobody knew.
Nobody knew. Nobody knew. Believe
No
me.
one expected that he will wake up in the morning thinking about the
He's like, I wrote something in my diary. Something's happening. Let's call everyone at Middlesex.
He is so on fire. He's been WhatsApping me all. He is so on fire. Ladies and gentlemen, Elvis has left the building. Hello. Who do I give this to? Anybody back here want this? Hello.